Welcome back. I've continued to work on this mower deck, so finally the build arrived and it was time to fit it over the pulley setup and see if it would actually work. So just wrapping around the pulley system here, I do go from a vertical drive to horizontal. There's quite a few pulleys there. I did seem to fit okay, but once you can see underneath here, that front pulley I didn't make adjustable, and without even starting it I can see it's going to cut on that edge when the deck is down. When it's up it's actually okay. So I decided at this point just to give it a start, see is it actually going to turn the way it was. So just starting it up here for the very first time, give it a flick on and off and then run it for a bit, and it actually did run, but after a while that belt did rub on the top of that pulley that needs to be adjustable. And so what I did, and you can see the belt moving around there, so it's just not quite right. So after this point I pulled the deck apart again and made this second bracket. So this is the second pulley, as you saw, that is also going to be adjustable. The other thing I did is I had an RPM meter. I've checked the speeds, and my original calculations were based on the engine or transmission ratios from the GSX 400 from the manual. And what I did find was I read on there that the final drive was about 1-to-1, and I was assuming that's what it was going to be, but what had actually happened is I forgot about the primary reduction, which is about 2-to-1, meaning that what's happened is the belt speed's about half of what I thought it was. So anyway, I need to do some more work. There's the deck actually set up with the two adjustable pulleys, and you can see here moves up and down pretty good, and same as the second pulley. Just installing it under the mower now and then slipping the belt back on, and you can see now with the adjustable that sits so much better. So at this point I'll give it another run, and it tracks really nicely, and I guess that solved the problem with the belt cutting, so that's all good. But the challenge now is the speed. I want to mow at about 10 kilometers an hour, so when I've got the travel speed right, the pulleys are just running at half of what I expected. So basically they're running at about 1200 revs, and I need them to be around 2500 to 3000. So as I said, I got a bit misled, or I misinterpreted what the Suzuki manual said. So it looks like what I need to do now is change the ratios of those pulleys, and probably at this point I'm thinking of just making the spindle pulleys that are directly above the cutters smaller, to see if I can speed them up. So you can just see here in the manual, that's what I read, top speed 1-to-1. It's not right because there is a primary reduction. So anyway, it's back to the drawing board. This is just a quick drive where you can see what does it look like at speed. So this is firstly just checking the speed of the pulleys and just doing all my calcs, but in a sec I do get on it and see how fast is it actually going to mow. So in a moment you'll see I just go for a bit of a drive. I need it to be sitting on about 2,500 revs on the engine, which is quite comfortable, and it'll be about 10 k's an hour. So you can see here 10 or 11, that's about the speed I want to mow. Stay tuned.